weather pretty unpredictable, and that definitely spells the tone of the game that's coming up today. Two teams very big in stature and those that know how to play a beautiful game. But when they do meet, a lot is left wanting, and we hope maybe that may be a different turn today. It's the Wakiso Derby, match day 2, where the Wakiso Giants visit this particular stadium, the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende, to take on the Vipers, the Venoms, in a game that is much anticipated, as we do get to see some of the hottest strikers return to the pitch. A very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to match day 2 in the Star Times Uganda Premier League. My name is Jermaine Egesa. I'm your commentator, and my co-commentator here, John Vian Nsimbe, definitely having a thing or two to say about this game before it gets underway.
Yeah, palpitating right now, clearly. This is the kind of game that you want to open up match day 2. Wakiso Giants visiting Vipers, the 2020 league champions. They've had close encounters over the last couple of years.
As the ball is brought in, a header! And the ball just smacks the upright and bubbles away, still in the melee. And finally, the Giants managed to get it away from the goal area. That was a scramble. A very, very near chance here as Vipers nearly got themselves into the lead here. But they do have a corner, not yet out of the woods. Played short, getting it on Bobosi. Squares in a corner. Squares in a beautiful cross there, but nobody was watching. But that was a beautiful delivery. And Milton Karisa rising highest, smacking the upright. That was as close as it can get.
You feel very
red hot form, ultimately picking up an injury. And here he comes, breaking the lines, and he gets the early goal. Eunice Junior Santamu, but it looks like that flag, the flag stays down. Eunice Junior Santamu in 11 minutes gives the lead to the Venoms, playing right on the shoulder of the defenders. You just had to mention his name, call out his record, and he delivered the goods. The goalkeeper, Samson Kiria, seems to be complaining about the lack of concentration in marking the man, but that was a tight call. By the time the ball came through, looked like he was actually offside.
Quite tight, I must say, Richard. It was really tight, even for us who have the benefit of watching it the second time. But you must say that Wakiso Giants have themselves to blame. Very loose marking. They did not press the ball when Milton Karisa got hold of it. They should have pressed him, and they should have marked Yunus Santam, because you always know that when Yunus Santam is lacking, that danger is lacking.
Shades of deja vu, because this referee here, fullbacks.
Yeah, of course, when they are attacking, when they are attacking, the system converts to a 3-4-3 kind of.
Well, here comes a chance for Manzoki, and he puts the ball wide. Didn't get the right contact he wanted, but again, those are
as they try to go into the final third.
Another turnover in play needlessly, and picked up here again by Vipers. Milton Karisa crosses in, ball smacks the woodwork, and Eunice Junior Santamu strikes again, and he lets them know, you need to watch this. Eunice Junior Santamu, 23 minutes, a brace in the bag. When they say red hot, you probably will have this striker coming to your mind. Wakiso orchestrating their own beating right here. Clumsy play, lost the ball needlessly, was picked up there by, I think it was Cesar Manzoki in the middle of play, nobody marking. Ball spaced out to Milton Karisa, who had crossed poorly, and with a little help from the upright, the ball lands at the feet of the player. As a defender, you would least want to get a chance at that position. Santamu, but how is that for technique? Knew exactly where the ball would land, just placed himself appropriately, and daintily chips it into the back of the net. 2-0 for the Venoms.
Comes up with an interesting celebration. I don't know what
is on in this particular bullish mode. I guess gets another shot, and Manzoki! Manzoki! Oh my, oh my, oh my. Up and over and away. They are disappearing from sight, and now the Wakiso players mobbing the referee. There were hints of offside there. Samson Kiria going to protest against the assistant referee. But for the moment, the scoreline stands. Manzoki Cesar Lobby gets himself onto the score sheet. The players are getting aggressive. The players are getting aggressive and racing towards the assistant referee. The referee has a red card out here. The referee has a red card out here. He's clutching at a red card. Let's hope he's not flashing that at anybody. This is quickly descending into pandemonium.
Yeah, but clearly, Jermaine, I must tell you that I'm really disappointed in the way the Wakiso players are applying themselves, because right now, taking it out on the referee when clearly they're not really putting in a shift, for me is huge disappointment, first and foremost, because they have not really done their job. Just look at that. Amos Mwonge loses possession in the manner that he did, and then look at that. Just nobody is really, look at people who are trying to press and mark and all that, and you don't see that. So where's the offside there? You just look at where Lubwama was, and then look at Lubwama, look at him, and he's trying to signal the referee, the assistant referee, that that there's an offside when he was clearly lazily walking out. You can see that these players are not serious at what has brought them this afternoon, because they are so casual, so reckless, and clearly irresponsible in the way they're playing. And
your Apple Store and get your subscription. A single game like this one runs for 3,900 shillings only. You could pay for the half-season subscription at 24,000 Uganda shillings, or the full season at 34,000 Uganda shillings. That's the Star Times own app, brought to you by the proud sponsors of the Uganda Premier League, Star Times.
Yeah, where you're giving us that that brief, you missed a glorious opportunity here by Wakiso. Good attempt on goal by Sematimba, and you could say that.
Here comes Milton Karisa, and that's an appending from George Kadu. He's already on a yellow card. Red card. It's a red card. He was already on. Oh, someone slapped it. George Kadu.
He's out of order, clearly. And
his teammates are now really laying the law on him here, but George Kadu,
look at his captain. Just look at how his captain is even holding him, and those are not signs of a good dressing room, by the way. I just don't think. If you look at the reaction of his captain holding him by the collar and warning him, those are not actions of a good dressing room. Really, if you see your captain holding his teammate by the collar, I don't think that that's also a good sign. And Douglas Wamuyana, as a manager, he needs to work out his dressing room, because these players and their attitudes, because the captain holds his teammate by the collar, and then also the player, slaps the card away from the referee's hand, and that he's in for big trouble. I think Kadu, he's in for big trouble, and then the captain holds him. Then Satolo also holds him by the neck. I just don't think those are signs of it. From the onset, has just shown us that he was a guy that had already maybe bad thoughts.
Free kick from Bobosi, pumped away here by the goalkeeper, and that's a corner. There's a reason why football is called a sporting discipline. Yeah. There's a big reason why it's named a discipline. And right there, absolutely embarrassing from George Kadu.
He seems to carry some frustration.
Back here to Fabian Botiobora, passing the ball in. Just 1 hour of action as a run coming in here from Aziz Kayondo. Kayondo breaks away from his marker. Aziz Kayondo getting to the box area, squares the ball! Glorious! Glorious! Take a bow, son. Aziz Kayondo, what are you doing? Oh my word. A glorious run from Aziz Kayondo, beats the line, wins a physical contest, gets into the slippery crossing in, and there was a sublime as they come in terms of finishing, cool as ice from Eunice Junior Sentamu. That strike earns him the match day ball. It's a hat-trick for Eunice on his return to the league. Last season's hottest marksman has no intentions of slowing down.
Yeah.
On the nomination list for the Player of the Year. Those kind of performances will definitely endear him even more to the fans. And here he comes once again. Another cross in. Abdul Karim Watambala. Almost. But that was a diving header. Beautiful one. Just poor contact in the end. But can Wakiso find a way to shackle Abdul Karim? That is Aziz Kayondo.
That was good combination between Yunus Sentamu and Aziz Kayondo. But that's what you expect from your left back. One who runs in, goes by the byline, cuts it back, and finds the people that are making improve. And something has got to give. This is not the kind of performance that the fans expect, especially when you look at the investment that is in the club and the quality of players.
Scored 16 goals last season and now are conceding heavily this one. And here comes Yunus! It's not done! He is not done! It is becoming a highlight reel for Yunus Junior Sentamu. If there was any doubt, if there was any hope that it was a one-season wonder, Yunus Junior Sentamu in your face is reminding you that class is permanent, form can be temporary, and there can only be one. Yunus Junior Sentamu makes it 5 for the Venoms.
What a finish that is, Jermaine. Just look at the way he takes that ball from Bobosi, puts it within his stride, then of course dummies the defender, picks his spot, and then the finish with the instep. That's a brilliant, but that's a finish from a real clinical goal scorer, and that is what Yunus Sentamu has proved over the years. And for his opponents, the people that are going to be competing with him for the Golden Boot, this is not the kind of message that he sends out to them, is that it's not going to be easy for them to take that Golden Boot away from him. He scored 16 goals last season, and yet he started the season when it had already been played like 5 games. Now he's back again on his first, and they were just watching him and letting him through the dummies.
Well, Milton Carissa lets the ball run, and here comes Paul Wheeler. Chance coming up here. Yunus Sentamu tries to run into the ball. There's a melee here. Wheeler! Goalkeeper gets it away. Milton Carissa looks for space, tries to take the shot. Mansoki takes the shot, and the ball is blocked away. It is now frantic activity at the edge of the box area. And Wakiso Giants managed to rescue this one, at least this one.
Yeah, it was really typical house on fire style that was in that penalty area. If you see the kind of movements, like you said, frantic movements, left, right, center, last-ditch tackles to try and stop Vipers from extending the lead at 5-0. It's already an embarrassment. Making it 6-0 would really be an elation for this Wakiso Giants team. And good, at least for once, you saw the kind of spirit that they showed there.
With the frantic activity that we just witnessed, and being the fact that it's a Friday, I think it's only fair that I remind you, Pilsner Lager is the official beer partner of the Star Times Uganda Premier League. In a game that probably, for the Vipers fans, will be won with much cause for celebration. After 7 foot, Abdul Karim Watambala to deliver this set piece. Goes for a beauty! Ooh, just on the outside of the goal area.
Senyonyo, who has tried to give them that direction, that energy, and continued fight.
Well, here comes a breakaway and the speedster. That's another card. That will be another card. I warned you about his explosive pace and the fact that he's a trickster by trade. Ibrahim Orit, but he seems to be in excruciating pain. The goalkeeper taking him out, and it looks like his sternum paid the price there. But for the referee, there's a very tricky decision to make, because arguably that means another player may be going to the bathroom right now. Mbamweana knows exactly what has happened. Daunting run from... Ooh.
But just look at that defending. Poor defending as Joshua Luama and his mates. Because they've exposed their goalkeeper. Just look at the way they were running. How do you let somebody play a pass from deep? Nobody's pressing him. And then you expose your goalkeeper to that kind. I thought so, really. Clear goal scoring opportunity for me, so should have gone.
82nd minute of the game, 8 minutes to go. Bobosi over the bar. Bobosi over the bar. 5-0 for Vipers against the 10-man Wakiso Giants, who are lucky to still have 10 on the pitch.
But then also, Jermaine, if Ronald Chirangwa, the referee, did not book Samson Chiria for the... Do you think, Jermaine, also that the story is told by the fact that the substitutes that Pamoyan has made have not had the impact?
Non-existent.
Masiko Tom.
Well, here comes Aziz Kayondo, tries to show them how the game should be played. Crosses in, there's nobody watching, and the ball was cleared away. A chance coming up, first time shot for Wheeler! Yunus Junior Sentamu, what are you trying to do here?
The audacious.
Oh, my nerve. Sentamu with a very cheeky flick. That would have been straight to the highlight reel and a possible contender for goal of the season. It was flicked back in. It was actually a straight shot, and then he flicks it in. Ooh,
it
narrowly missing the corner.
It hits the upright.
It
just came off the upright. If you look there, you see.
Oops,
Yes,
just
skinned
clip the outright.
skinned the upright. Would have been a fantastic goal, an audacious one. That's not Wakiso Giants anymore.
The referee says he has seen enough of this game and brings the game to a close. And it's been quite the show for the man right there, Eunice Sentamu, with a marquee game on his return, marks his return to the league in quite some sublime style. 4 goals to his name, the match ball to take home, a yellow card on his booking, and definitely has seen and done it all. Samson Kiria, the goalkeeper here for Wakiso Giants, has had a dismal afternoon, one he hopes he'll quickly forget. And how can anybody forget the actions of Aziz Kayondo? He has been unstoppable, unplayable, quite the man here. Wakiso Giants will definitely want to look back at this game and find a way to probably take positives from it and learn. But that has been a humongous defeat there. Annihilated, nailed to the cross, put to the sword, and left lying in the dirt. At full time at the St. Mary's Stadium in Chitende, it is Vipers 5, Wakiso Giants 0. Let's cross over to the pitch side where Grace Mbabazi will be giving us the post-match.